Chanakya Niti story, the devotee of the Lord. In the heart of a bustling kingdom, there lived a man named Vatsal. Vatsal was a simple man, known for his unwavering devotion to the Lord. Every day, without fail, he would rise at dawn, offer his prayers, and dedicate his heart and soul to the Lord. Despite his sincere devotion, Vatsal faced a great deal of hardship. His family and friends did not understand his ways. They would often mock him for spending so much of his time in worship and devotion, rather than engaging in worldly pursuits. One day, Vatsal's family and friends gathered at his home for a celebration. Vatsal, who had no interest in worldly pleasures, was in the temple, praying. His family, sensing his absence, began to gossip and complain about his devotion. Why does Vatsal waste his time in the temple when he could be out earning a living like the rest of us? He should be more like us, focused on wealth and power, they said. Vatsal overheard their words and felt a twinge of sadness in his heart. Yet, he continued his worship, knowing that his devotion was what gave him inner peace. A few years passed, and a great disaster struck the kingdom. A famine spread across the land, and many families were left destitute. The once thriving kingdom was now struggling, and even Vatsal's family faced hardships. But despite the crisis, Vatsal continued his devotion, even as his friends and relatives became more desperate. As the famine worsened, those around Vatsal became increasingly angry and resentful. They blamed him for their misfortune, saying that his devotion to the Lord had made him oblivious to the needs of his family. Eventually, they distanced themselves from him, considering him a burden and a source of bad luck. Yet, Vatsal's faith did not waver. He knew that the Lord had a plan, even though he could not understand it. One day, a wandering sage came to Vatsal's village. He was a wise and holy man, renowned for his ability to bring prosperity and blessings to those around him. The sage came to Vatsal and, after listening to his story, said, "Vatsal, your devotion has not gone unnoticed by the heavens. Your faith has brought a special blessing not only to you but also to your family and the village. Your steadfast love for the Lord has purged this land of negative energies, and because of your purity, those around you will soon see a shift in their fortunes." The sage explained further, "Though your family and friends fled from you, not understanding your devotion, they do not realize that your love for the Lord has brought great merit to them, even if they do not see it. Your prayers and actions, through divine grace, have ensured that their lives will soon be restored." Vatsal was filled with peace at these words. The sage then left, and within a few days, miraculous changes began to occur. The famine subsided, the fields once again began to yield crops, and wealth slowly returned to the village. Vatsal's family and friends, who had once scorned him, were now grateful, though they did not fully understand how their fortunes had changed. One by one, they came back to Vatsal, seeking his forgiveness for having abandoned him. They admitted that they had been wrong to ridicule his devotion and that they now saw how his unwavering faith had brought blessings to them all. Chanakya's lesson. Chanakya, who had been quietly observing the events in the kingdom, called his disciple over one day and recounted the story of Vatsal. "You see, my dear disciple," said Chanakya, "those who are devoted to the Lord may face scorn and rejection from their loved ones. They may be abandoned by their friends, family, and even society. But the devotion they show brings merit to their families, even if they do not see it. The power of faith is such that it can purify an entire lineage and bring blessings to those around them, even when they do not understand the source of those blessings." He continued, "The true devotee does not seek approval or understanding from others. Their devotion to the divine is not for the sake of personal gain but for the purity of their soul and the welfare of all. It is through their dedication that others, knowingly or unknowingly, reap the benefits." Moral: while a devotee may face rejection or misunderstanding from their loved ones for their unwavering faith, their devotion brings blessings not only to themselves but also to their families and communities. True devotion to the divine purifies the soul and brings merit to those around them, even if they do not recognize its source. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.